I'm finally creating a YouTube channel. I'm so excited. I'm sorry if the audio is a bit rough or my voice is not great right now. I'm getting over a cold and I don't have a microphone yet, so hopefully the audio is okay. But I'm so excited that I am doing this. This is something that I've been considering for a very long time right now, and I'm so excited that I'm finally doing it. And also, again, I'm very sorry that this video might be a bit chaotic, but it's my first video and I'm like, my brain is in so many different directions right now. I'm just so excited. But anyway, hi, what's up? I'm Annika. It's so nice to have my own YouTube channel. Basically in this video, it's just gonna be me talking about why I started this channel and giving you guys a little bit of a TBR, because I brought some books with me to college and I thought that I would talk to you guys about the books that I brought. And there won't be any reviews and personal opinions in this video because I'm saving those for a different video because I haven't finished all of these. But there will be a personal opinions video in the near future. But this is just everything that I brought with me to college, and I thought that it would be a nice way to kind of introduce myself. But yeah. I created this YouTube channel because I love music, I love books, and so on this channel we'll be combining both of those things together, recommending books, recommending music, and then I have a bunch of other ideas of how to combine those, bunch of ideas for just how I want this channel to look. So I'm super excited about it and I hope that you guys are too. Yeah. Anyway, my hope is that I can give you guys some good advice and recommendation. And if you're someone who's like, I don't read at all, I don't pick up books ever unless it's for school, and even then I don't really read them, that's okay. I am the person who believes that there's a book for everyone, and I'm determined to be that person who finds a book that you love or like well enough to read another one. We'll keep those expectations there for now. But yeah, I hope that you find this channel interesting and you gain something from this channel. I love giving recommendations, so if you ever want a private one that I don't give on my channel, just DM me. My link to social media will be down below, so you can follow me there and do all of that stuff. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer at the same time as looking at the screen. So there's a big reason why I started this channel, and it's because if you know me at all, you know that I'm pretty introverted, pretty quiet, and I figured that this was a good way for me to kind of step outside my comfort zone a little bit and use this as a little outlet for me. So yeah, give me a little confidence boost, I guess, because we've been in a pandemic and in front of cameras, and as an introvert I'm not really the best at cameras. So I'm hoping that this will help me break out of that a little better. So after all of that information and explanation, I'm just gonna run through the books that I brought with me to college. I brought 5 and bought 2 of them. I have finished a couple of them, but I will be doing it an end of the month wrap up type of thing. Obviously it is the end of the month, but there will be a little separate video for the books that I ended up finishing at the end of the month, because I think that there will be 1 or 2 in here that I will finish before September officially ends. So keep your eyes out for that video. So there won't be any, as I said earlier, personal opinions, but I will just be giving you brief summaries about them. And so yeah, there will not be a TBR video for the month of October, just because there's so many of these that I haven't read yet. This is kind of like a September, October TBR, and in the future I do plan on reading more and adding more books to my TBR and like actually finishing more books within a month. But it's just been a little crazy recently, so here we are. Anyway, without more explanation and words and rambling, let's get started. So the first book that I have for you guys today is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This book is a classic. If you don't know what Dracula is, it's a story about Dracula the vampire, and I'm really interested in reading this book for October, just because it's kind of a horror thriller type of deal, and I think it'll be really fun and atmospheric if I read it in October. But yeah, so this is about a guy who travels to Transylvania and basically stays at Count Dracula's castle, and that's all I know about it. But I'm really excited to read this. And then following that, I'm going to be reading Dracula by Dr. Stoker. So this is technically a prequel to Dracula because it's the story of how Bram Stoker wrote Dracula. From what I've heard, Dr. Stoker is the great nephew, I believe, of Bram Stoker, and he took all of the notes that Bram wrote and used those notes to explain why Bram wrote Dracula. So that's what I've heard. I'm super excited to read this, and I'm planning on reading these two together consecutively, because I feel like that's how a lot of people do it and how it should be done. So yeah. Anyway, the next book that I got is My Own Words by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. This is a memoir about the Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I got this for Christmas last year, and I'm super excited to read this. I love memoirs. I love learning about, different people, and I'm really interested because this, I feel like, is gonna give me a lot of information on political science and the law and the United States Supreme Court. And I'm really excited about it because I love political science, so definitely gonna read this book soon. And then we have Orhan Pamuk's Snow. Orhan Pamuk is a Turkish author who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2006. This was a book written in 2004, so 2 years before he wrote Snow. And this follows a man named Ka, who is an exiled poet from Turkey, and he lives in Germany because he's in exile, but he ends up coming back to Turkey, to Istanbul and Kars, which are 2 cities in Turkey, and he basically tries to, his kind of explanation for the reason why he's there is because he's a journalist who's working to kind of uncover why a lot of girls are committing suicide, but this story is so much more than that, but I'm not gonna give any opinions about it. But I have read this one, but you will have to wait and find out my personal opinions about this one later. Next up, Celestial Bodies by Jaka Alathari, sorry. And this won the 2019 Man Booker Prize, which is an international literary prize. This is a Middle Eastern book. It's from the country Oman. And what's really cool about this book is that it is the first Arabic text to be translated to English to also win the Man Booker Prize. And the author is the first female Omani to have a translated English book. This follows a family with 3 girls and how they kind of overcome the traditions of living in a country like Oman, and how they live in that country. Sorry that there's an ambulance right outside my window, ignore that. But yeah, so this follows 3 sisters who are just trying to find their purposes in life and go through the traditions of, and stand up to the traditions of Oman. 2 more. The first one is For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. This is a book about the Spanish Civil War, which took place in the 1930s. It is a classic, it's an American classic, and it follows our main character, Robert Jordan, who is fighting in the Spanish Civil War, and he meets this girl named Maria, and it's about their relationship and the Spanish Civil War and just how he deals with all of that stuff. The last book I have for you guys today is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This book I know is really popular right now, but if you don't know what this book is about, it's about this girl named Lily who lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and she meets this neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, and it's basically the story of their relationship until one day when her first love comes back and sets off something. I don't know yet what, that's all I know about it, so yeah, I will give you my thoughts when I have finished it. But anyway, that is all of the books that I have that I will be reading for September and October. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that you probably wanted to see my personal opinions about that, but you're just gonna have to wait for the next video to come out. Also, I do want to give a huge thank you to anybody who's still watching this. Thank you so much. I know I'm very rambly, and these books are very different from each other, but I'm hoping that one of them sounds like something that you would be interested in, and I will definitely give you my honest personal opinions about every single one of these, in the hopes that even if they don't sound interesting to you now, they will by the end of all of this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching this and wanting to, I guess, listen to what I have to say, listen to my book recommendations, my music recommendations, and I have some really fun, exciting episodes and series and just stuff in the works as we are speaking, or as I am speaking. So I hope that you do stick around, and if you did stay for the entire video, thank you so much, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!